So, that's NAMM over for another year. Did you go? Did you watch the show reports? I subscribe to 4 YouTube channels which have produced show reports. I think I've seen everything of relevance to synthesizers and electronic music. I may have missed something, but hopefully not much. Now, one of the most interesting aspects of NAMM, I thought, was the lack of many hardware keyboard synthesizer companies. There didn't seem to be a lot of software developers either. Now, as far as hardware goes, I know manufacturers have had a hard time with the chip shortage. But I'm wondering if that thing which we don't like talking about, COVID. So I'm just wondering if COVID had a bigger impact, because when companies couldn't meet people, when they relied on footfall, when a business relied on meeting someone person to person, when they couldn't do that, businesses had to find alternative ways of carrying on. Most of them, of course, went online. So I'm just wondering if more companies found a way of doing business online rather than going to NAMM. I think it's a distinct possibility. Now, back in the 90s, I know, even in the 80s and into the 2000s, I used to go to the Frankfurt Music Mess in Frankfurt, Germany, of course, and the British Music Fair, which was held in London in the UK. I think both of these have been cancelled over the last few years, which indicates perhaps a shift in marketing and communication. Now, when I used to go to these, the emphasis was mainly on hardware. And there was always a ton of new stuff, new keyboards and synthesizers to get stuck into and to become excited about. And I suppose music software developers, who perhaps have always had more of a digital marketing approach than hardware, perhaps they didn't find it so essential to go to NAMM either. Perhaps some of the smaller shows like a Super Booth have taken over. NAMM is a worldwide exhibition. It can't be cheap sending a team over there, putting them up in hotels and renting space. Anyway, I did spot a handful of interesting bits and pieces. There was really only one that got me excited to any degree, and that was the Sound Particles Sky Dust. I made a short video about that if you want to check it out. Card up there, link in the description. Now, I'm not saying there was nothing else of interest there, but given the size of the exhibition, I have to confess a small degree of disappointment with the lack of new stuff, new gears, new ideas, new hardware, and I guess new software too. Super Booth is around the corner, so maybe we will see new stuff there. I won't be there, but I will be watching the show reports. When I used to go to Frankfurt and the British Music Fair, half the fun was meeting people who I had previously only spoken to on the telephone. Yes, we actually used to speak to each other on the telephone back then. I know that is an old-fashioned and a novel idea. And I know that for people who attend these exhibitions, meeting people is a big part of it. We are, after all, believe it or not, gregarious animals. We do like to meet people, we do like to chat, and we do like to socialise, as well as looking at new gear. So I think any opportunity to bring like-minded musicians together is a good thing. So, did you spot anything at NAMM or in the show reports that piqued your interest, that you found exciting? Let me know in the comments. What did you think of NAMM as a music exhibition? Is it still holding its own? Is something in the music industry changing? Will NAMM change? Will it have to change? What do you think? That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Why not check out these videos? See you in the next one.